Hey, comic community, how's it going? Picked up some titles today, starting off with actually my first time actually getting a Startrek title and trying something new. From IDW, Star Trek: The Next Generation Hive, and this is cover A, and I also got cover B. Okay, this one is about the first issue is about um, Captain Picard becoming a Borg again. And what happens is 500 years in the past, actually starts off with him, of course, being Locutus and being in the Borg now. So as of right now, he's a Borg. But it goes as a flashback 500 years in the past. The Borgs, you have all the captains and number one, who's of course now a captain, and admirals and stuff. They're having a big meeting. So while they're having a meeting, the Borg show up. So everybody's just like one of the captains, I believe, he's like, get your weapons ready, loaded, and get ready to fire. But the Borgs lower their weapons. One of the female Borgs pops up on the screen and says, "I'm looking for Locutus. I'm looking for, known as Jean-Luc Picard. And we come in peace." So Jean-Luc, of course, says, "Lower your weapons, don't fire. I want to hear this." And the female Borg is telling him that we went to another space, and we encountered species 1881, and I think it's one of those species that was in the Star Trek Voyager, those powerful ones that destroyed the Borgs like no other. But anyway, they were saying they tried to take him out and turn him into one of them, but they couldn't because they were too strong and they couldn't get the DNA. It was different, so they had to retreat. And in the process of that, their ships, of course, species 1881 destroyed the Borg's ship and wounded them badly. So they came to Picard, and Picard is the only one that is the only one that can actually do something about it and save them. And they wanted Picard to become a Borg again. So Picard's like, well, okay, if I do this, so we work side by side, right? Like, yeah, how are we gonna do this? Well, so they sent, of course, 7 of 9 aboard, and he's like, Picard right away is like 7 of 9, So she comes aboard to take him. So now 500 years in present, you see Captain Picard still a Borg, Locutus, and he brings back. So he decides to bring Data back, puts them back together, I guess, and then brings them back to life, and that's where the present starts. Is Data's like, "Why did you bring me back?" "Well, we need to destroy our queen. Find a way to destroy our queen." So and that's where it ends. I really enjoyed the issue. I mean, it's Star Trek. I thought I'd try it out because I was a huge fan of the whole Borg thing that happened with Jean-Luc Picard and then 7 of 9 and all that. So, and I really liked the Borg a lot. So I thought I'd go ahead and pick it up, something new, something different, and I'm definitely gonna be back for issue number 2. Next one is Revival number 3, another great title from Image, actually. Sorry about the glare. In this one, Ariana, I believe, is that old lady from number 1 that killed the cop's daughter, but the daughter came back to life and she killed that old lady. She actually came back to life from the morgue and goes and tries to find Teresa. Teresa is the old lady that I guess is the one that took care of her. And she finds that Teresa is dead, and she did it. So now she's, hurt, like couldn't believe that she's dead. So she goes back to the morgue and tell one of the doctors to run, while she scratches and so it looks like that she blew herself up. While the cop's daughter gets a partner to help her to investigate the revivals and all that stuff that's going on. Really good issue. I really enjoyed it. People who are picking Revival, you guys will love it. Alright? My next issue is Batman and Robin. In this one, pretty much everything's about Damian. How he grew up to be who he is, how Talia trained him to take over what her father, Al Ghul, did and wanted to accomplish. And so Talia's plan is to unleash a new terror, and Damien is the one who's going to do it. So he's being trained in each birth. So he decides to, Damien is asking his mom, well, who's my father? Well, the day you beat me, on one of your the day on your birthday you beat me, that's the day I'll tell you. So they fight. Each birthday comes, and he loses. So I think it was the 10th birthday where he actually beat her. And he tells her it's Bruce Wayne. She tells him it's Bruce Wayne. And you can tell the way she talks about Bruce Wayne that she really, she does love him, because, she's like, he showed me both sides of him and I showed him my both sides. So she decides to, I guess, bring Batman to her side and tells Batman, you know what, I did everything I did for now, and it's your turn, or something like that. So, I really enjoyed this title issue because I don't know nothing about Damien that much, and I'm definitely gonna be back for number, well, whatever number it's on. I haven't been collecting Batman Robin for a while because I dropped it, but I'm definitely gonna be back to see where this leads. Picked up Batgirl number 0. Tells about, of course, Barbara's origin, how she became Batgirl, and shows, it pretty much it tells about how smart this girl is, on stopping the first villain that she actually ran into was Harry, who was in the police station, and 4 girls, I believe, came and started shooting. Harry actually went after her, but the brother was there too. So she's like, oh my god, what am I going to do? So she actually goes to the police station. First of all, goes to the police station to actually talk to people with her brother, but she actually mainly went for the Batman costume. And she gets it, she puts it on, and of course she fights him and takes him out, and of course Batman pops up. And 1 year later, you see Batman, Robin, and all of them together as one, but towards the end, you see the Joker pop up. So, I mean, I don't want to say too much about this issue, but I think I've collected probably 2 issues of Batgirl, because I'm not a really huge fan of it, but I picked it up just to give it a chance because I don't know nothing about it too much. And I really have to say I really enjoyed this title a lot, and I'm definitely going to be back to find out with the whole Joker thing what's going to happen. Next issue, and I believe my last one, is Catwoman number 0. I picked this up because I just want to see what, the difference between the old DC and the new one, what the origin of Catwoman was, and how she becomes Catwoman, and what led her there. It was really a good issue. Meets a guy, lies, she gets caught in the lie, steals the guy's pearl, he finds her, knocks her around. One of the guys from the school, I guess, or whatever it is, where they take kids off the street and help them, and he's like, if you come with me, I'll get you a job at the Gotham office as assistant, which he does, and she agrees to it. She gets promoted, finds out that her real name is not Selena Kyle, it's some different name. So she tries to investigate now. Computer shuts down. The guy who found her comes for her, takes her upstairs and talks to her on the rooftop, tells her, you never should have looked into it, you should have left her alone, you should forget the name. And she's like, no, I can't, I need to know who I am, and pushes her down the buildings a long, bloody way down. And yeah, so really good issue. I really enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to be back to pick up what happens in the next issue, and I think that's about it. I'm not going to pick up anything else. I just want to see what happens and learn more about the origin of Catwoman and Batgirl. So I'm going to pick up probably 2 more issues and then drop it, because I just want to know their origins, that's all. That's about it, guys. Thanks for watching, and have a great week, okay? Take care.